Hello, today we're going to work on lesson 1-3 on page 21 of your math book. So if you don't have your math book, go ahead and pause the video, get your math book, and turn to page 21. Before we get started, I wanted to have a little talk about the equal sign. An equal sign simply means that both sides are the same. So for instance, if I have a 4 on this side of the equal sign and 4 dots on this side of the equal sign, we are saying that this number and this number are the same. They are equal. So if I put the 2 on this side and I say 1 plus 1 on this side, I can draw the dot underneath if I want. I am saying that this side is 2 and this side is 2, and they are the same. So today we're going to be working with the equal sign and getting the two sides of the equal sign to be the same. So on page 21, it says, show how you could place the 5 pencils in these 2 cups. Complete the equation to show your work. Then talk to a classmate. And we're not going to talk to a classmate, we're just going to we're going to talk among ourselves. Are your equations the same? So I have the picture of the 2 cups and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pencils. But I also decided to bring in 2 cups. And I couldn't find 5 pencils at home, so I have 5 pens. And we're going to see, how could we put these 5 pens in my 2 cups? I could put one over there, and then I could put the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, into that cup. So I could say 1 plus 4 would give me 5. I could also say, what if I wanted to put 2 in this one? I would then put the rest, 1, 2, 3, in this cup. So 5 would equal 2 plus 3. I could also say, oh, what if I want to put 3 in that cup? Then I'm going to put the rest in this cup. 1, 2. So 5 would equal 3 plus 2. So this this lesson is talking about the different ways that we could make the same number. So these 5 pencils could go into these cups in several different ways. So right over here where it's talking about the equation, it's saying 5 equals, and then it wants you to come up with one of those ways. And there are many different ways that we could do it. I could say 5 equals 3 plus 2, because in my cup right now I have 3 plus 2. So that is one of the ways. And so when they wanted you to talk to your classmate, that was what they wanted you to talk about. Did you end up getting the same combination, or did you guys come up with different combinations? All right, so we're going to turn now to page 22 in our book. And at the top, it says there are 7 penguins. How many can go inside and outside the cave? Well, it doesn't really tell us. We've got 7 of them. So it says here is one way to show the 7 penguins. There are still 7 penguins. 4 of them are inside. 3 of them are outside. So we could write the equation to say we have the 7 penguins. And the way that we have those 7 is 4 in one group and 3 in the other. So 7 equals 4 plus 3. But that's not the only way we could do it. The last box shows you another way we could do it. We still have the 7 penguins, but now we have them grouped a little bit differently. This time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are inside, and 2 are outside. So 5 plus 2. So there's different ways that we could make the 7. All right, so now it says, draw a picture to show the parts. Then write an equation. So here it says there are 5 penguins in all. How many are inside and outside the cave? Again, you can kind of come up with your own, but I'm going to use the one that the book had written down here. They said there's your 5 penguins in all, and they're going to say 3 are inside. So I'm going to draw little ovals to represent the 3 penguins. And then 2 are outside. So 3 plus 2, the 3 inside and the 2 outside, would give me my 5. So number 2 now says there are 8 penguins in all. How many are inside and outside the cave? Well, they didn't tell us. We could do whatever we want. But we know we have to have 8 in all. So I'm going to start with 8 equals. And then I can make my groups any way I want. So you go ahead and draw 8 penguins. Put some of them in the cave and some of them out of the cave. And I will wait. All right, now I'm going to do one thing. You may have done something different. I'm just going to start drawing my penguins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I made sure that I have 8 penguins. Now I can see, now how many did I put inside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 5 penguins inside the cave. And how many do I have outside? 1, 2, 3. So I had my 8 penguins as 5 plus 3. 5 inside plus 3 outside. But you could have come up with something else. So here are some combinations that you could have come up with for number 2. You could have put 1 penguin inside the cave and had 7 outside. You could have put 2 in the cave and had 6 outside. You could have put 3 in the cave and 5 outside. You could have had 4 inside and 4 outside. You could have had, oops, I wrote that one wrong. You could have had 5 inside and 3 outside, like I did. You can have 6 inside and 2 outside, or 7 inside and 1 outside. So look through these and see, did you find the one that you drew in your cave? All right. It is now time for you to try this on your own. I would like you to pause the video, and I'd like you to do the 4 problems here on page 23. Here we have a cave, and we have spiders. And it's going to tell you how many spiders you're going to draw in all, but you can put some inside the cave and some outside the cave, and then write your addition fact. Okay, so pause the video, go ahead and do these 4 problems, and then turn the video back on and we will check it. All right, so hopefully you have done these 4 problems on your own. And number 3 says there are 9 spiders in all. So you should have drawn 9 spiders, some of them inside here, some of them outside. Now you could have just done little circles or something like that, but 9 spider somethings. So here are all of your options, and I want you to look and see if any of my answers match what you wrote. You must have 9 as your total, because it tells us there are 9 in all. But the numbers you've added together could be different. So here are all the possibilities. So look through these and see if you find the one that you wrote for number 3. Did you have 1 spider inside and 8 outside? Or 2 inside and 7 outside? Or 3 inside and 6 outside? Or 4 inside and 5 outside? Or 5 inside and 4 outside? Or 6 inside and 3 outside? Or 7 inside and 2 outside? Or 8 inside and 1 outside? Those are all the different possibilities you may have come up with for number 3. Now number 4 is just like that. We have lots of different possibilities, but every one of them, it says we have 8 spiders, so we're going to have to put a total of 8. And then you could put some inside the cave and some outside the cave. So here are our possible choices for number 4. You could have 1 spider inside the cave and 7 out, 2 inside and 6 out, 3 inside and 5 out, 4 inside and 4 outside, 5 inside and 3 outside, 6 inside and 2 outside, or 7 inside and 1 outside. So check these and see if any of these equations match what you wrote for number 4. All right, let's move down to number 5. Number 5, there are only 5 spiders in all. So our total is going to be 5, and you need to draw 5 spiders, some inside and some outside. And we don't have as many choices since there's not as many spiders. You could have had 1 inside the cave and 4 outside, 2 inside the cave and 3 outside, 3 inside the cave and 2 outside, or 4 inside the cave and 1 outside. So look to see if any of these match what you wrote for number 5. And number 6, there were 7 spiders. So again, our total is going to be 7, but the parts could be different depending on where you drew your spiders. So you could have put 6 inside the cave and 1 outside, 5 inside and 2 outside, 4 inside and 3 outside, 3 inside and 4 outside, 2 inside and 5 outside, or 1 inside and 6 outside. So check to see if one of these match what you drew and wrote on number 6. All right, let's go ahead.